Now, they'll be coming in by land a little bit more because they're not coming in by boat anymore. There are no boats in the water. Something very serious is going to happen, the equivalent of what's happening by sea. And we're going to Congress just to tell them what we're doing, just to keep them informed. But we have to do it for national security. We have to do it to save lives.
So if you've just listened to that video, you know that there is going to be an invasion of Venezuela. Clearly, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago does not know that. She told reporters yesterday she has no idea. She doesn't have any information of any pending war anywhere. Clearly, she does not know anything. But the question is, what does Kamla Persad-Bissessar really know? And you ask yourself, who is in control of Port of Spain? Is it Washington? And I've said it before and I'll repeat it. Washington is in charge of Port of Spain. Kamla is just a sitting duck for now. But one of the things that you need to understand, a lot of people don't like to say it because to them it's not politically correct. Something you need to understand about Indo-Caribbean people. When I say Indo-Caribbean, I'm talking about Indians that reside in this part of the world that came over from India as indentured servants. Those in Trinidad, Guyana, Suriname, especially those who do business and who are in seats of power, they don't see themselves as Caribbean people really. They see themselves as just here to make money, have the power, and any opportunity that they get to acquiesce, to bow to the European, to share their values and to do whatever they ask, they would gladly do it. That is something that you need to know. A lot of people don't want to say it because it sounds racial to them. It sounds politically incorrect, but I'm the realest thing. I don't have time to put niceties and dally around things. I tell it like it is. That's why some people say they don't like to watch this channel because I'm too harsh. Well, I could be very harsh because I'd like to be real. Anybody you see discussing these issues now, where the Caribbean is tumbling downhill really fast, and you hear people telling you about, oh, hi guys, what's up? What do you think about this? Dump those channels. You hear me? Subscribe to this channel. Dump those channels. Those are people who want to keep their visas. They're afraid. They don't want to lose that visa. They want to eat McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's. They want to keep going to the Big Apple. They're afraid. So when you see people talking things about the Caribbean right now, where we are at a stage where we should ask our leaders and hold them to account for not putting us into more issues. When you hear people with those channels about, hi guys, what do you think about this? Do they get it? No, don't follow those people discussing Caribbean issues right now. Dump those channels. Forget about them. They're a waste of time. They're playing games. I'm not playing games. I'm the realest thing out here. But back to Kamla. Because she apparently doesn't know anything. She knows nothing of what is going on.
I have no comments. I have no official communication from Madam Delcy or from the Venezuelan government. And I will not comment on something that I have no official communication about. I say hearsay. They say I will not engage in a tit for tat. I'm doing the best I can. I was elected by the electorate. We are all doing the best we can to uplift Trinidad and Tobago, and I'll continue so do. So no tit for tat on this matter.
We saw international reports that 5,000 Russian missiles have landed in Venezuela. People are just increasingly worried about an impending war. Any kind of reassurance to the public who may feel that that may come?
Ma'am, I think there's some persons who are just fear-mongering. Hysteria, fear-mongering. I assure you to be calm. If and when we know more, we will let you know. We'll keep you informed of what is happening. I have no information of a war. I have no information of missiles landing in Venezuela. Again, we are speculating and driving. There's some just determined with fear-mongering and hysteria. Please be calm.
She does not know that 10,000 troops, US troops, are in the Caribbean region, getting ready to make an invasion in a sovereign nation. She doesn't know that there are drones. She doesn't know that there are F-35s. She doesn't know that there are amphibious ships in the region getting ready to do an invasion. A matter of fact, she may not even know that a US warship will be visiting Port of Spain from Sunday. She may not even know that. This is the kind of foolishness we vote people in, and this is what they turn around and do. Because she does not know that the US warship will be docking in Trinidad on Sunday. Of course, this was confirmed last evening in the release by the Ministry of CARICOM and Foreign Affairs. And I think they need to drop this issue about the Ministry of CARICOM. They don't have any time with CARICOM. So forget about it. I think she just made Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which also revealed that the 22nd U.S. Marine Expeditionary Unit will conduct joint training with the TNT Defense Force during the same period. However, while all this is taking place and a warship is docking there and they'll be having training, of course, they'll be telling you that's normal. Nothing is happening. Of course, yesterday you heard the Prime Minister said, "My name is Kamla. Stay calm." That's our regular thing. Even what Trump says, "Thank you for your attention in this matter." Everything America does, she does. And so the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Trinidad is saying that the versatile U.S. warship has a crew of approximately 300 sailors. And of course, they are capable of performing a range of missions, including anti-air, anti-surface, and anti-submarine warfare, and is equipped with about, I think it's 5-inch cannons and vertical launching systems for missiles. That's coming to a theater near you in Porto, Spain. But whatever it is, it's basically to enhance the tactical proficiency of the Trinidad military for the impending war that Kamla does not know anything about. It's really an awful thing and an awful time we're living in. But I guess persons would say that we voted for her and her party. So what can we do? A lot of things we can do. I'll tell you about that in another video, which I will talk about with Deacon Mitchell as well, because it looks like if someone got to him. But the sad times we're living in for the Caribbean.